What is up, everybody? It's your girl, Stephanie T, with the Wife School Podcast. I had to give her that noise real quick. How you doing? It's my first time being live. I don't know who's going to show up. Come on in the room. If you ain't going to show up, you can catch the replay, okay? I have been brought this footage, some content about who should pay for dinner. Now, I know us girls, we want to always be catered to, if the man invites us out, we want to be like, hey, baby, pay for me. But, but what happens when it's a group event? What happens when you didn't invite those people? What goes down then? So we're going to review some content. But first, I want to invite some of my panelists up. These are my very close friends. And, you got to put your people on too. If you're going to be doing something great, you put your people on as well. The people that you love and trust and have that connection with. So I'm going to bring up my panel. Oh, Lord, help me, Jesus. Let me turn down that. We can't have that messing up our show, right? So I'm going to bring up my panelists tonight to discuss about who pays at the dinner table. Okay. All right. All right. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Yes, we had a few technical difficulties at the beginning, but we are live. It's my first time. I'm really surprised at myself. I'm getting out of my comfort zone. I would already record, then I would, press a premiere. But now this is live show. We can look at people online and see if they want to talk and chime in on the content. So if you would please introduce yourself and just say your name, and that's it. Go ahead, Anna.
Oh, hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for having me, the Wife School podcast. My name is Yanalyn, and yeah, I'm excited and interested in sharing um, whatever content we're gonna be doing.
All right. All right, Miss Camilla.
Hello, everyone. My name is Camilla. I know you can't see my face, but you can see my beautiful picture. I'm so happy to be on here with you, Stephanie, my dear friend. I'm excited. I've never been really on a live podcast before, but I'm intrigued, so I'm here to support.
Thank you so much. And the man of the hour, the Dr. Sherlock Holmes that brought me the footage himself, Mr. Rimshine, please introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. How you doing? I'm Sean, and I am honored, and this is my second time to be on the Wife's Club
Right.
podcast. And thank you, Stephanie. And I brought it to your podcast because I thought it was pretty interesting when I seen it, and
Mhm.
I just thought it was something that would be good to talk about. You know,
No
and I'm
problem.
I'm ready to go. Let's get it going.
All right, I'm really excited. Hopefully, I changed the name up real quick because
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
bottom
yeah,
of the
yeah.
screen. Cool. So that if people wanted to talk to you or if they wanted to reference them, like who's Rimshine, you know what I'm saying? They're like Sean, directly can talk to you.
Okay.
So we're gonna start reviewing the content. Hopefully it doesn't look too janky as I share my screen. All right. Thank you so much. If you are just tuning in, please like and subscribe to the podcast where we just are femininity advocates. We respect men over here. We have self respect over here. We want women to show bask in their self respect, their femininity, and become better women so that we can be a great asset to ourselves, our families, and our men in our community. All right. Let me what I'm looking for. All right, you guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
You have any dessert?
Oh, no, no. I don't want to can you separate it? I got the birthday girl and my wife.
Fair use. Fair use.
Dave, I'm sorry, you're the only man at this table. Why are we doing separate checks? It's all women here.
No, but I'm not responsible for paying everybody. I got the birthday
But
girl.
you invited everybody. You invited all of us.
I didn't invite you. Ernestine invited you. Okay, I'm responsible for who I brought.
Okay, you're the only man at the table. I'm sorry, hold on. We was all doing Russian roulette, paying with credit cards and all that. Now all of a sudden you want to split checks? We're doing split checks now?
That was 2021.
Y'all
okay?
wait.
Things were different.
Not 21.
But I didn't sign up for that. Okay, there's nobody else doing
But you
the.
participate. I know we ain't got shit. I know.
Wait a minute, y'all. Hold on. This is my birthday for real.
Okay, well,
We're
it
not-
don't matter to me because I didn't have anything.
No. I didn't get
But you
It's
still
Donnie's
came.
birthday.
Wait a minute. We're not doing this.
But you
No,
came
but you
though.
sat
So
at the
you still.
table.
You don't pay for a seat.
Okay, well, yes. No.
Listen,
There's
I don't
gratuity
care- I don't
and
care-
everything on this
I don't care how y'all do
I
it.
didn't order anything. I just showed up. I'm sorry. Dave, but you always pay, like, you're the only man at the table. You're not going to pay the
If
taxes?
it's, but I'm not obligated. I got my whole family.
It's $700 for this whole table, and it's my birthday.
This is your podcast co-host.
It's
Your
only
best friend.
$700.
It's only Shan.
You being cheap.
Are you kidding me right
You're
now?
honestly being cheap right now.
Okay,
No,
first,
if that was the case, I'd have just took you out.
are
for
you
lunch
being
with my-
Dre? Are you gonna let him sit here with a whole table full of women?
I really feel like it's not his responsibility, and when y'all get a husband,
I'm
Oh.
married.
I'm sorry. I do have
Oh.
a husband, though. Hold on, wait a minute.
Thank y'all.
No, so Donnie, you're good because it's your birthday, but
Y'all
most of y'all
so
we gotta
embarrassing.
chip in.
We're good. Y'all are so
But you
embarrassing.
can't.
Let me get
You
out
need
of
to leave.
here.
Not us splitting
You need to leave.
No, I'm not paying for anything. I'm not paying for
No,
He's
you
been
ate. You had a couple drinks. You know what?
That's some bullshit. I'm not paying for anything. I'm gonna tell you tomorrow. No, he's the man at the table.
Yo,
He
wait,
needs to pay.
can you please separate the checkbook?
No, because I'm saying that's ghetto. Like, you don't come to no establishment like that talking about splitting checks. I don't do that. I don't split checks. That's really you ghetto. The podcast king. Thought you were the podcast king.
Uh-oh, what I do now? Hey guys. So
Hey.
unmute you. Let's see, Oh, unmute. So that was a whole big headache right there, right? Somebody
Yeah.
said in the chat
Yes.
that it was a skit. Let me see the comments. Yeah, somebody said it was a skit. But
Oh, that was a
regardless,
skit.
irregardless, a lot of people been doing skits, right? But
Mm,
irregardless of it maybe in a skit, I've seen actual videos that are like this.
Mm-hmm.
mhm,
So that's not the case. The modern expectation or the traditional expectation is that if there's a man at the table, he better be paying. So
mhm,
don't get discouraged that this somebody said it's skit. It could be, it could not be, but you know what I'm saying. But this still happens on a daily basis, and a lot of people they record it because they feel like, well, I got my phone out, so now it's proof that you're a jerk and I'm the bomb and I'm entitled and you didn't pay for my $300 roof trip plate.
mhm.
There are women out here like this. So what was your take on it as far as him saying when the bill came, right? And he said that I'm just paying for the birthday girl and my wife and family. Was he correct in saying that?
I say yes. He was correct in saying that. Um, I think more Sean can speak on it from a man's perspective, but for me, I think it all has to come down to communication. If his wife didn't explain to him the situation, what was happening, because he knew he was taking them all out. He's not the one who invited them. It was actually her, but she should have voiced it like, okay, I'm inviting my friends out. And I think that, it would be nice of
Mhm.
us, quote unquote, him, to
Yeah, I'm not
pay for the
I'm not
meal.
sure. I don't know if it was his wife or if it was the birthday girl
Oh, the
herself.
birthday girl. Okay, I'm sorry.
Right.
It could have been
Mhm.
her.
Yes.
Mhm.
So,
Right.
yeah, it was just a big miscommunication that
Right.
blew up in front
Yeah.
of, I guess, the wrong people, because
Right.
they didn't take it the right way. And
Right.
for me, I would have understood. I would have never went out to, especially a nice restaurant, a party, and invite to, somewhere,
Mhm.
really nice for a special occasion, and not have any cash or any way of means of
Right.
paying for my own, because it wasn't communicated at first. Oh yeah, guys, I got y'all. You don't
Right.
worry about the tab. You don't worry about the tip. It's all paid for. If I didn't get that type
Right.
of communication, then automatically in my mind, I'm thinking, okay,
Uh-huh.
I need to at least have something in order to
Mm,
put something towards the meal. But I wouldn't
right.
get as upset as all those women did. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, a $700 tab still on the table, obviously, because we don't know what got paid and what happened. You know what I'm saying? And that is a professional establishment. It's not Mickey D's, it's not Wendy's or something. It's a nice restaurant, and those people deserve good customer service from those that they had already given food to.
Mhm.
That's my thought.
Yeah. Just to piggyback off of Camilla, I agree as well. I feel like the man took ownership of who he was going to pay for and made it loud and clear. But I also do agree that there was a miscommunication either between, um again, either between him and his wife, or even the wife and her friend, her, whatever they might have talked about
So like
behind.
even if a man gets like communicated by his wife, does
Mhm.
he automatically, I know we went over Sean, but that would be the next question after Sean says his piece. Like, does that
Mhm.
automatically have to sway his choice and what he wants to do? So that will be my next question. But go ahead, finish what you have to say.
Yeah, I was just saying that. Yeah, I do. I just think overall, there was no necessity of being, of reacting in that way, by her
Mhm.
friends, just being a friend, like just with myself, just being a friend to a friend,
Mhm.
or to a birthday girl, like in my mind, even if there was, uh the finite thought in my mind, like, oh, maybe I won't have to pay anything, or maybe I will have to pay for something, I still will be like, well, my friend is the birthday girl, so I am going to try to at least also contribute, because it's a kind gesture of saying, hey, thank you for being, I appreciate you being my friend. So it's just a form of appreciation, and not, and like Camilla said, going into it, to a place, and not thinking that you're not gonna pay for nothing, or at all, just off the back. That's just kind of like, well, what kind of responsibilities do you, how do you prioritize your responsibilities? But I would have to say.
All right, the man himself, Sean, wake up. I see you. No, so- how do you feel with his presentation when the bill came out and he said, "Okay, we're going to split this me and her and my wife." How did you feel about his
Yeah.
presentation?
Um. Yeah. I mean, I can get that. I understand that. But once again, like it all started, and I piggyback off of Carmela and Yanyan when they said the communication, because if they communicated, and if it's her, depend. I mean, if it's her friend and not his friend, but her friend
Hmm.
birthday, then he should just let the girls go out. You know what I mean? Now, if he decided to go out with the girls, with the females, or whatever the case may be, then
Mm,
as a man, and you know what I mean, you just holding it down, then yeah, you pay for it. You do what you got to do, but I'm not obligated to pay for it.
Mhm.
mhm,
You know what I mean? Now, once again, now everything plays a scenario, meaning if these girls are here, do I know these girls? Do I have a relationship with these girls? Are
Mhm.
they my friends too? You understand what I'm saying? Because if not, then maybe he should have stayed home. You understand what I'm
mm,
saying? And bought a
Hmm.
gift or bought a card and say, here, send this to whoever the friend is. You understand what I'm saying? And like you said, I guess it was just miscommunication between him and his wife at the time.
Hmm.
You understand what I mean? But like you said, females feel entitled. You know what I mean? Like you said, you invited. Now, if he invited them, it now that depends on once again the individual, because like um, Carmela said, if you're that woman, then you're already coming prepared. Now, if the meal is free, then you know what? Thank you, God, I got a free meal. Then you know, I mean,
mm,
okay, no problem. But if it's not, I can handle my own. So what
Hmm.
exactly.
happens is you show your hand too. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying? As
Yeah.
a female. You know what I mean? Because okay, we all switching cards and swapping cards as they said, but now if he couldn't, it also depends too. Now, if this man could afford it, if because he's the pod king or whatever the case may be, if he can afford it, then go on and do it. Don't play yourself. If you call yourself the podcast king, then do what you got to do. But now, if you're the regular working guy, 9 to 5, and you don't, you know, what I mean, you get the basic income, whatever the case may be, then don't try and play Big Willie. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay, now I'm gonna throw my hands up because I'm a men's advocate, right? I love
Mhm.
men. I love them. Woo, ow, thank you, God. God created them for me. Ow. All right. Regardless if you the trash man or you that dude, why does them calling you out make you like have to bend and bow to their agenda? Now, if you went there with your intention saying, or if your wife says, "Oh, Monica's going out, and I don't care about Monica. I'm paying for her, and this is it. Boom, this is how I'm moving." And you get there, and you already told your wife how you moving tonight, right? But
Mhm.
now the girls are around, and they're imposing their will on
Are the
your
girls
walk.
invited to? Did my wife tell me about the girls?
Yep. She said it's a thing, whatever. I mean, okay, let's assume that you
No,
didn't
no.
know,
Let's start
right?
from the
Okay.
beginning. Let's start from the beginning. Let's start from
Okay,
the
let's just
beginning.
okay, let's
You're
so
telling me. It's Yan Yin's birthday.
yeah.
You're going out to take her for her birthday, right? So this is what we're saying. So you're going out with Yan Yin. Now you're telling me you're going out with Yan Yin, Carmela,
Mm-hmm.
Jennifer, Havana, and three other girls. Now,
Yeah,
as
they
a
can be back.
man, why would I want to go?
Mm.
Why would I
That's
want to be
true.
there? Why?
That's
Okay,
true.
but
Why do I
that's
want
not
to
what I
Good
partially?
asked you.
question.
Now let's go back to the beginning of what I said. Now, okay, we already have your scenario. We have your scenario. Why are you going? I'm gonna hold on to that. Why enrolling with the ladies? Okay. Now I'm gonna put that in context, okay?
Why would you want your husband there in the first place?
Well, the thing is, this is his
No, answer
podcast.
my question.
They have
Answer
an
my question.
affiliation. They
Why
have
would you want your husband at a dinner with you and your girlfriends?
that's not the context. The context is that I believe these people work together. You
Oh.
understand? It's sort of like
Oh,
Mhm.
you're the man, right? You're the man, but I'm one of your podcast people that help you in administration, and it just so happens to be my birthday. And you said, as a kind gesture, you're going to pay for me and my wife, and that is it because it's your birthday. Get it?
okay. And the other people work with us too?
No, she invited them. The birthday girl invited them. Seems like.
The birthday girl invited the girl, which I didn't know about.
I don't think so because
Right.
that's what it sounded
Communications.
like.
So
Because
yeah, that's
he
the problem
Okay,
mentioned,
there.
That's the
now,
communication.
no, I'm not paying for the other girls. Why
Right.
am I paying
Right.
for
Exactly.
the other girls? I don't
Right.
know
okay,
them.
then. So now we're on the equal playing field. So this is what
Right.
I'm saying. So now, why would you pay for the other girls when you already you knew that okay, if I'm going out, I'm just taking care of her because I know we giving this birthday girl so many names. Now Stacy
Yeah.
has been helping me with my files and editing and all that stuff. So I'm gonna pay for her since it's her birthday as a kind gesture.
Right.
But I'm just gonna pay for my wife, myself, and we're gonna get out of here. We had a good time, seem
Right.
like, until the check
Mhm.
came, right? So
Right.
that's how.
Mhm.
So now that I'm confronted, I got 10 women around me, and now they're putting this pressure on me. You the man, you gotta pay for us. Now that don't sound right. That don't sound fair
No.
to the guy.
It
No.
doesn't
So
sound right,
It
but I
doesn't.
feel like he didn't
but,
have a
but
choice.
so just
He
because
didn't have
women
a choice.
said, or just because women put that expectation out there, why does that make the man have to move according to them? That's what I'm saying.
It doesn't. It
And
doesn't.
Sean, that I mean,
I
so
wouldn't.
should
He,
he
yeah, he
should he
wouldn't.
continue being the podcast man or whether he's the trash man? You know what I'm saying? Like it, regardless of if it's a guy
Well,
with a lot of money or a little bit of money.
once
He knew in
again,
his mind, I'm doing this, but now these
it's
chicks
not
are
about
trying to
it's
make
not
me.
about the money. It's never about the
Okay,
money. It's about the
all
principle.
right.
Once again,
Right.
like I said,
Mhm.
if I don't know what's going on and I invited her, but yet now she invites all these other people, then you're responsible for these other people. I
Okay.
didn't tell you and your friend to come. I made it specific what I'm doing.
Right.
You understand what I'm
Right.
saying? I made it clear. Now, now once again, I'll take the short. I'll pay for the dinner, but you could best believe if you work with me and you work for me, or I'm getting the money back one way or the other, or you're fired.
Oh, spaghetti-o.
No, because now what happens is just like you
I,
said, expectations. Everybody's playing on a whole nother playing field now.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I think what it is that women women will try to test the theory of the expectation. So while they sat there, they contemplated probably in their mind, but they were like, you know what, we're gonna ride this out to see how far we can go.
Mm-hmm.
With and obviously in this with this video, it went
But why?
south because
But why would you do that? Why would you do that on your friend's birthday, knowing it's a special occasion?
right, but that's what I'm saying, because of the fact that maybe within themselves, within them
Mm-hmm.
each other, they were like, you know what, we're all gonna go. Who, I don't know who could have been the mastermind, but they could have,
You
they
know
could have,
what's so
all of
bad
them
about it?
together
Because
could have
they're
been
like,
like,
Sean's coming.
we're gonna go, he's coming, he said that he's gonna pay for me and for me as his wife and you, but who knows, maybe he'll just when at the end he'll just end up paying for all of us. But we're just gonna ride it out to see. I'm not
Okay, we
I'm
can
not
get
saying that
Uh-huh.
I'm that type of person, but what I'm saying is, uh, you know, people can get that way sometimes.
Yeah,
And
I
so
agree.
I
You know
think
what
that could
happens?
have happened.
But
hold
you
on.
know what happens, and I get that, and I get that. And
Hmm.
once again, I have no problem with the bill. I have no problem with
Right.
the man paying the bill, whatever the case may be. That's no problem. But now there's
Hmm.
there's things what you call decent in order.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm gonna pay the bill, which is no problem, let's everybody be let's do it decent in order, like I said. So now if you're gonna order your food, not a problem. If you're gonna order a drink, not that's even not a problem. But now when you're ordering 2 and 3 extra drinks, which we all know that's where the bill really starts to kick in at,
Yeah,
then you know what I mean? That's not being considered of me or my pocket or anything else. Now
that's
you had
true.
your dinner, you had your little wine or whatever the case may be, the toast and cheers for the birthday. Okay, I can respect that. But like he said, what I heard, people was ordering glasses of,
Mm-hmm.
alcohol, whatever, different stuff. That
Yeah.
adds up. So that's not
Of course.
that's not showing respect to the bill or showing respect to the host who's hosting the party if he's gonna pay that bill. You know what I mean? Just like when you
Right.
go somewhere, I'm sorry. Just like when you go somewhere or to a wedding, reception, or whatever your case may be, yeah, they'll take care of the food, but then if they're generous, they'll give you an open bar for a certain amount of time. If not, the bar's not free. You
Right.
understand what I mean? So it's the
I
same thing.
understand
I'll
when you
take care
go
of the
out.
food and we'll have a good time, but don't disrespect me with this high bill of liquor and alcohol. And I don't even drink.
That's
All
what I
right.
was gonna say too
So
about.
that's
What
a
about Mr.
good question.
Can I just see you in the chat, Mr. Complex? Just a little bit. I'm not gonna cam you up on your picture. That's all. I mean, in the chat. Let me see. He's gonna do it. Uh, I'm not gonna let anybody see. It's okay, guys. We have a new guest, Mr. Complex Design. I didn't. Okay, I see the pipes. Okay,
I think
let's
he
see.
asked the question too.
Uh,
Oh yeah, I was on one of his live shows,
Yeah.
and okay, awesome. You can go back. um, and very intellectual. I like intellectual people. I may not sound intellectual myself, but I try to have a little fun with it all.
Mhm.
But welcome to the panel, Mr. Complex Design.
Mhm.
Hello. It would be really odd of me to call you Miss Wife School Podcast. What should I call you?
You can call me that, or you can call me Stephanie. My name is Stephanie.
Stephanie.
Yes, sir.
Stephanie, it's a pleasure. We enjoyed your input on our live stream.
Thank you. Let me put my name down there because you might forget, and I don't want you to forget. Let me change it up.
And pardon me, I was having a little tech issue. I literally, for the life of me, I couldn't figure out how to put the front-facing camera on.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a little tech.
I'm just trying to follow other people. People do that. They're like, well, I guess for safety
No,
precautions.
and
I don't
that's smart. You should. You should.
know. But I seen your picture before, so I was like, I've been on his podcast, and I try to chime in and listen while I'm at work and everything. But we're just talking about. Did you see the video at all? At
I did. I
this
had a
one?
question. I had a question
Oh,
about what was going on. Well, there
mhm.
was two. The one was, where were their husbands? Right. That's the first
Right.
obvious question. The second one though is when did this become customary for like that type of expectation for that type of sort of social environment? When did that expectation actually come into play here? I don't ever really recall that being customary. That's kind of the first question. If you guys can, you know.
I'm not sure, but last night I was on like YouTube. I was at work. Sometimes I just browse for. Excuse me, my daughter. Oh my God, help me, Jesus. Um, I was browsing the web, and they were talking about how the baddie culture came about, right? So when you become a baddie, when you become this high powered woman, this woman that the world kind of like in your head revolves around you, this is your story. It's like, I get what I want. So I think as we've seen the more of the uprising of the baddie, the IG model, how all the women start looking alike. You get your lace front wig, your eyes, and the BBLs and all those things. So it's like and the men that give them that attention because they get what they want. So now other women feel like, well, maybe if I start looking like this or like that, I want to be a baddie too. I want to be a boss B too. You know what I'm saying? So if we get a
Mhm.
whole bunch of women having that mindset instead of like, okay, I'm here to enjoy dinner or dating or courting, like traditional mindset. Now we got the baddie mindset. You're definitely gonna feel the energy that these women are giving because they're all coming out looking their best, like baddies, tight stuff in front of a whole man. You know what I'm saying? Not like,
But why?
oh,
But
you're
why
gonna
was
be there.
what
Let
was
me be
the
modest.
but what was the expectation? Because like from my understanding, based on that video, right? So he's the husband of the birthday girl, right?
No, he's the
From my
husband.
understanding.
No, the husband the wife was sitting next to him, with the jeans and the turtleneck on with the child, and the birthday girl
Yeah.
was the one in the purple that left out.
Okay. So wait. So the dude was not the husband of the birthday girl.
No.
No, he was making a
Holy
kind gesture to
crap!
pay for her because it was her birthday, and pay for himself and his wife.
Well, it's
Correct.
right. So it was everybody's birthday all of a sudden.
Exactly.
Good question. I think it has
Okay.
to do with entitlement.
Surprise.
That's
Yeah.
what I was asking. I'm like, well, okay, well, where does that come from? I mean, isn't it
Right.
customary to pay for the birthday girl?
Right.
Hello.
Right.
And
That's
that's
what
what he did. That's
that's
his
what I
wife
was
That would
saying
be the customary
earlier.
thing, right? Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
And that's what I was saying earlier. That even as her friends, why didn't they come at least prepare to at least contribute to help to
Right.
with the bill for the
Exactly.
for her for their
Yeah,
friend, you know?
That's
Right.
customary.
Yeah,
I
because
was shocked how everybody got up literally and walked out.
yeah,
Yeah, it was
I
that
mean,
now. Okay, we're gonna have to go back and review some more of that. And
wow.
plus, if you're just
Well, you know what
tuning,
happens though? But you know what happens though? At the end of the day, once again, those are her friends. She invited them people. So that's the crew that you run with. So either you're gonna learn from them or you're not. You
right.
understand what I mean?
what do you mean? Listen,
You know what?
her
No,
crew got up
I'm
and
talking
walked
about the
out with
birthday
her.
girl. You said the
Okay,
birthday
we're gonna
girl
have to.
invited them.
Yeah,
So
okay.
if the
Now we.
birthday girl, if the birthday girl invited them, and those are her friends,
Mhm.
and they pull this stunt, what type of friends do you really have? Do you
Oh,
want to
right
still hang
there.
with them? You want to continue to hang with them
Right.
and
Okay,
go
well,
out with
listen.
them?
This is why you need to watch more of the video because it went from her being on his side, like, oh, this is my birthday present, to her being on her friend's side because they weren't getting
Mhm.
paid. So
Right.
what kind of associates does he have? Her showing her true colors. You know what I'm saying
Right.
in this situation. But let's go. I would like to just point out, let me see, because I'll be moving all over this thing. And I wish I had a mouse and not the thing. So let's do a little show and tell. Can we do a little show and tell?
Mhm.
So I just thought it was so funny, because I watch TV with my daughter
Uh-huh.
often, that this lady right here in her also um fabulous outfit, you know, let's see. Let's see if I can get her again. Also fabulous outfit kind of reminded me of a famous character, kind of reminded me of Miraculous Ladybug.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh man, that made me
For
laugh
sure.
so
Uh-huh.
hard. I mean,
That is
I
true.
laughed so hard. I was like, oh my God, this girl out here clowning this man, trying to clown him and looking like a daggone miraculous ladybug. So I just wanted to point that out.
Right.
Sorry.
Hmm.
Well, I
I
wanted to
agree.
say this.
My
I wanted
toxic
to say this,
jab.
like, you know, you kind of are like the sum total of the 5 friends you deal with
Mm,
the most,
Mm-hmm.
right?
right.
So it's funny that you say, okay, well, initially she was on the side of her husband, but then, you know, I that's where I was kind of like, where does this type of entitlement come from? I have a daughter,
Mm-hmm.
right? I have a daughter. Matter of fact, I'm going to be taking her to a hair appointment in about 20 minutes,
All
right? So
right.
I'll probably mute for a few minutes while I take her over there. But
You're a
I'm
good
most
dad.
certainly. Well, yeah, it's only her and I. I'm a widowed single father, so I have an interesting
Mhm.
situation.
Sorry about your
But
loss.
thank you,
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate that. Um, you know, I most certainly am not raising her to think that way because it
Exactly.
just, it's not realistic. That's why I'm kind of questioning, like, where does this come from? Like, like, um, I'm trying to maybe understand the thought process as to like maybe how somebody would think that society works in this manner. You
Right.
know, that sort of entitled position, like because reality in society kind of does not really reflect that. So I'm trying to figure out where that comes from.
It comes from online. Like I said, um, it's so transactional. Get what you can out of a man instead of actually being a good woman, seeing the good characters and qualities in a man, instead of just like, using him for what he's worth or what you can get out. The music. The music is so horrible. It really, like, back in our day, we used to have actual love songs. We used to have actual respect for one another. We saw, love in our homes, our moms, our dads, and they schooled us on how to be respectful and, have how to operate around people. When you get around guests, you act a certain way. When I get out this car, don't go on this mall acting crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it was those constant reminders. We're not growing up with complete homes anymore. You know what I'm saying? And so um the dads do so much for their daughters. I know that the moms do, but the dads do ground their families. They ground the women because sometimes we could be a little off the chain. They ground the children. They have a really big responsibility to have that balance in the household so that a girl can see how to talk to a man or how her mom interacts with her dad, like that equal balance exchange. So, but like when you're used to doing things on your own, or when people just give it to you, or if you have pretty privilege, it just seems like you expect people to do for you
Mm-hmm.
all. And since I'm a woman, I'm the prize. I know you heard that. I know you heard that, Mr. Complex
I
Online.
mean,
I'm the prize. I'm the prize. I'm the
everybody's
prize.
arguing over who that is, right?
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, at one point when I was getting back on like dating and everything, because I had me and my husband had separated and now we're divorced. But in that separation period, I was like, I don't know what to do. I've been married for freaking 9 years and I don't know about anything. And because I never dated anybody like that. So all I heard was, I'm the prize and it's your world. And you know, extract the resource from the man, and it's your story. You're the creator of your life. Like, yeah, you are the creator of your life, but not at the manipulation of somebody else. That's not cool. Because if it was done to you, you'll be going crazy.
You
You
know,
know?
I don't want to make a digression, right? But there's something interesting that
Okay.
you're saying to that because I
Mhm,
think, because like in my scenario, right? So,
mhm,
Friday, January 5th, actually was 9 years, right, since my
mhm,
wife passed. So,
mhm,
and my daughter's 12, so she was 3. So basically, the
mhm.
majority of her life is basically doing it, right? And I know that if I were to go back prior to even say the birth of my daughter, when my wife and I got together, we're talking about 2007.
Mhm.
Okay, you didn't have all this social media stuff going on. You didn't have all these podcasts. You didn't have.
Right,
It was none of this stuff. All these different acronyms and red pill this, the
right, exactly.
divester that, and then these are all social memes, right? These
Right.
are all like social concepts that
Construct.
people,
Yeah.
yeah, and then they what they do is it's an idea, right, that
Yes.
spreads through viral memes, and people attach to them. These are like
Yes.
philosophies, right? It's a way of actually digital programming. It's like,
Woo. And
you know
and,
what I
they- and
mean?
and like you said, there can be a million of them. So you can't never pinpoint the truth. You can't never have a baseline that keeps us all together. And so where you used to have like religion, right? We'll be Christian. So like we'll have our book, we have the principles in it, boom. People they're like, I don't follow the Bible. So now we don't have no baseline. We have all these social constructs. Whereas if
Hmm.
we have a whole bunch of gender, we have so many things. Now I'm a dog.
I
I don't
would
know.
argue,
You know what I'm saying? It's like, and it's their
I would argue
truth.
there is a
Dare you
baseline
argue
though.
with that? You know?
I would argue that there is a baseline. And I think that a
Yes.
baseline is called an algorithm, right? You see, so what happens is that the more you search certain memes and certain topics, the more it feeds it back to you, right? And then
Yeah,
that
but
creates a baseline. Think
well,
about people's like their YouTube feeds and stuff. It just feeds them all the stuff that gives them confirmation
right, right. If I want to learn how to get a free dinner
bias.
while going out with a
There's
married
plenty of
couple,
who's the
and
sprinkle
that's going
rich.
to show up in my feed. All right, 5 easy ways to get a free dinner. You
There's
know what I'm
gonna be
saying?
so many chicks that are gonna sit up here and tell you how to finesse a dude out of a
Right.
dinner.
Exactly. And
It'll
that's
give
where
you
we
exactly what you
see
want.
right here and there. And they think that they're absolutely right. They're absolutely right. But if the shoe was on the other foot, would it be the same?
No,
You know what I'm saying? Or
no.
would you stand up and say,
No.
"Hey, my man's not doing that"?
Right.
And that's why the lady said, "Where y'all husbands at?" And then everybody started going crazy after that point. But
Mhm.
I did want to, let me see. Let's look at that. Let's look at that one more time. I really want to look at that video. I'm gonna stop at a certain point. Let me see. It's my first time being live. Make sure I got it. Okay.
Oh, really?
Yes.
This is your first, dude. I feel this is a
I'm
special
I'm
treat.
Yes.
I'm responsible for who I brought.
Okay, you're the only man. Hey. I'm sorry, hold on. We was all doing Russian roulette, paying credit cards and all that. Now all of a sudden you want to split checks? We doing split checks
That
now?
was 2021.
Y'all
Okay?
wait.
Things were different.
Okay. All right. Now she's clearly reliving the past now. You know what I'm saying? When they were all sharing, you know how we were coming back together after the pandemic. Oh, we need each other because we've been so apart, right? And then it's okay, I'll take care of you, whatever, whatever. So now she's still holding on to that and still thinking that because she paid one time or they paid another time, that it was he should still do the same thing since he's the only man at the table. Is that right? Is that right to project that onto him and have that expectation? He clearly said, I'm here to responsible for my wife and the birthday girl.
So let me ask you just a quick question. So what if they all had husbands, but they just didn't come? Is he still obligated to pay?
Mm.
No,
No.
No.
no, no, he's not. I just think that she kind of answered her own question when she said we over here playing Russian roulette or paying credit card, blah 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 blah. Okay, so if you know that you have also paid for certain things other times, and like versa, everybody another person pay certain things other time, then what's the problem now?
Mhm.
Oh, it's a big
Why is this what right why is it a problem now for you to pay after the man, which is for like in I'm gonna say like after he stated, okay, this is who I'm gonna be responsible for paying for.
and
I
there
don't know.
was clear,
Yeah,
clearly no respect for that.
right,
No
no
respect for
respect.
that
But
boundary
if it was
that was
right,
drawn.
right,
Now you
but if
see
I
that?
could,
Mhm.
hmm yeah,
And
exactly.
and for
Good.
you to even rise up and
Hmm.
now you going crazy into the left, that's crazy. What do you think, Sean? You getting a little silent. Now he made a
Um,
clear boundary. Like this is what I'm responsible for. So if so now is does it like just because she raises her voice up a little bit stronger, be toe to toe and masculine to him, now he's supposed to cower? Or
No,
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 definitely
no.
not. I mean, do like he did. He just,
Hmm.
just ignore, what she, not ignore her, but
Mhm.
yeah, all right, you
Set the
blow her off.
boundary.
Yeah, you
Hmm.
blow her off. You don't get into no heated conversation or no debate about no
Hmm.
check. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? We all grown adults here. You know what I mean? So why do that?
Right.
would he be wrong in asking his wife? Did you tell them I was going to pay for them?
No,
I don't think he'd be wrong.
No, you won't be wrong
no,
for that.
Okay, so what
no.
we're
Put
trying
her
to
in a hairy situation.
well, but I'm
Yeah,
saying
it
these
would
are
put her
these
in
are
a hard
her,
spot.
but these are her friends, right? And
Right.
they're the ones with the expectations that he's supposed to pay. So
Exactly.
what I'm trying to do is just pinpoint where where you guys thought I was going to be paying. Right? Did you guys have a conversation without me or what?
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
what I that's
Right.
that's what I was saying earlier, that it must have been somewhere between the girls. I don't know. I don't. I'm not excluding the wife, but at the same time I do exclude the wife, but it's like either both both ways. It's she's not excluded, but she is excluded. Like somewhere in between them together they must have said something to
Mhm.
drill
But
it
that,
into
Yeah,
their own mind that
I'm
he
just
was gonna
trying to
pay
figure
for
out.
everything.
Yeah, who
but I
who
have a
made
Well,
this
question.
that's
decision?
just my opinion. Not saying that it's actual fact. That's just my opinion because it's just the fact that the way they reacted to when what he said his boundary and his what he was going to do, it was just like it was totally out left field because it was just like if you're my friend still as the birthday girl, I would have looked at them like, wait, why y'all overreacting? You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Like y'all,
Mhm.
you don't want to pay for some of my whatever we all share together, like in my mind. But she was like in with it. It was almost like she
That means
also,
they're crazy.
yeah, not crazy, but it's more like, so like she was like, it's almost like they planned it and to see if they can get away with what they wanted to happen that night.
All right, go ahead, Sean.
That's what I feel.
No, I was going to ask the gentleman. After you had the conversation, with your spouse, would you have attended that dinner, knowing that was going to be a few females there, maybe 5, 6 females there?
Wait, like as if we spoke about this beforehand and then we agreed that, or I'm sorry, we had a conversation about me paying for everybody.
No,
Mhm.
no, no. She said, I forgot your name. I forgot your name. I'm sorry.
It's right
Oh,
there, the complex design. Or do you
Complex.
want me to
So,
change
so,
the name?
so she
yeah,
said.
complex. That's cool. Yeah.
So she says complex. Me and today's Gloria's birthday, and we're all gonna go out for dinner. A bunch of us gonna
Yeah.
go out for dinner, whatever the case may be. Would
Yeah.
you go, or would you
Yeah.
stay back and fall back and let her go and
No, no,
watch
no.
the
I
baby?
mean, No. I mean, something like that. That's yeah. I'll go. That's cool.
You would go,
Yeah, I go. Sure.
knowing
I
that
didn't say I was going.
it's all
I didn't say I
female.
was going. Wait. I didn't say I was going to pay. I said I'll go.
So you would go to known as just all girl event. It's girls' night out, such and such event, and you're gonna go with you, your wife, and the baby. You would go.
Well, I mean, if it's me and my wife and the baby, right? So we're gonna go together and we're gonna leave together as a family, right? Now, if it's her wife's friend and then there's some other friends, I asked the question in there also. I was like, well, where are their husbands at, right? So
But she just
I'm gonna.
told you we're going out with the friends, with the girl. It's a girls' night
No,
out. She
this
just
is a
told you that.
birthday. No, let's put it in context. This is a birthday event, not just a regular girls' night out.
If it's a birthday event, it's a birthday event with the female, with the girls.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
So
I'm saying,
obviously,
but here's
evidently,
the thing, right?
evidently, the other females didn't tell their spouses. They saying we're going out with the girls to celebrate Stephanie's birthday.
But mine told me. I mean, that's the thing. I'm kind of like, well, okay, well, we bringing the baby also, right? See, so I'm in my head, we're showing up as a family, and I'm thinking, what, these other chicks got husbands and families too, kids or what have you. If I'm bringing my child, I'm assuming there's going to be other children around. I mean, once again, I'm trying to figure out like how this became customary as opposed to how things used to be, where if I'm bringing my wife and my kid, and then there's going to be other adults, they're probably going to be bringing their spouses and their children as well. That's how things used to be,
Mm-hmm.
right? So this is like a whole different
But
scenario.
that's
So in my
when there's
mind,
multiple families, not just
Mhm.
married
How,
single
right?
people.
But I'm saying like if there. That's why I'm asking when he's asking the question. In my head, I would be like, okay, there's an assumption that if me, you, and our child is going, then the other adults are
Right.
bringing their spouses and children as well. It would be kind
Mm-hmm.
of odd, as in this scenarios right here, where we're the
Mm-hmm.
only ones with our whole entire family there. You get what I'm saying,
Right. Yeah, I
right? Because
understand what you're saying.
my thought is that if it was just going to be the girls, just tell me that. I'll keep the
Right.
child at home. We'll order pizza and watch Toy Story or some crap. You know.
And I think that's what the gentleman was saying. How he said if he knew that it was just going to be just the girls, and then he was going to have to pay. He said then I could have just stayed home. Y'all could have just gone out.
Thank you.
Right.
He said that
he said
at the
that?
table. Yeah, he said that.
He said
And then
that.
that's when the girl got upset.
In the video.
And she was
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, so we used to share this and this and that. Okay, now we splitting checks? Like, what just happened? And
So
so then,
yeah, I agree with him. Then I totally agree with him
Right.
because I mean
Mhm.
that was
Exactly.
Yeah.
totally miscommunication on the wife's part. And
Right,
just like he
exactly.
said, I could have stayed home.
Yeah,
Right.
You put me in this situation.
Right.
Exactly, bro.
exactly. It's all miscommunication. That's what it boils down to. And then
Yeah, that's
I
what it
see
boils
what
down to.
you were saying, Steph, how you asked the question. You was like, so what if there was other men there? Like not even like husbands. What if there was boyfriends? What if there was other guy friends?
I
Then
mean, it
Mm-hmm.
would have been
does
more
do
comfortable.
the men just pay for the women? You see what I'm saying? But
I
because
would say in that scenario, the guys would okay, if there's a collective of dudes, they probably would have chipped in. But if you're leaving it to one guy, it's kind of like, well, wait a minute, I didn't sign up for this.
right,
Exactly.
exactly,
Right.
exactly. But
Exactly.
she has it in her head some way, somehow. I don't know how. Maybe up through upbringing, maybe through friends that she
Right.
keep, maybe through movies that she watched, or whatever. She thinks
Right.
that there's this
Yeah.
entitlement that if there's a man at the table, regardless of what the situation is or what the occasion is, he pays no matter what the cost is. But to me,
All
I'm
right.
like, to me,
Mhm.
it's like if that's someone's husband and he just came out, to be
To
nice, and he
support. Yeah.
knows only a few people, he don't know everybody, and he says, "Okay, I'm paying for my wife, of course, but then okay, I also got the birthday girl. That's cool because it's your birthday. I'm going to treat
Right.
you, but you brought
Right.
your friends out. So
Right.
what at what time is it okay for you to mention that to me before the tab comes onto the table,
'Cause
and
they
then
broke.
you were expecting,
Oh,
what I'm saying,
They ain't got
for
no money. They
for
spent
me
all
to
their
pay.
last money.
That's it. exactly.
They ain't got
So
no money. They
it
broke.
goes back to what Yanni said. For some
Yeah.
reason, they
For
probably
some,
talked about it and they were like, okay,
right.
we see that, you know, maybe
Mm-hmm.
he's gonna like pay for everybody. Let's just buy
Body.
everything
Yeah.
out. Let's order
Right.
a couple of drinks. Let's get a couple of
Right.
lobsters and a couple of
Right.
filet mignons and see what, you know, what happens.
What happened
And they got cut off guard. Everything blew up in their
in
face.
their
And
face? Right.
exactly. And that's what made them leave. Because they're like, dang,
Right.
I didn't bring
All
my
right,
debit
let's
card.
watch a little bit more, okay? Because
Yeah.
it gets treacherous after
Yeah.
this. If you're just tuning in, it's Stephanie Thompson with the White Podcast. I'm here with my awesome panel. We're discussing who should pay
Hello.
on a date, especially in a group setting. Okay,
Especially.
if a girl,
Especially.
if a man should pay for women in a group setting. All right, so we're gonna look at the video even more. So if you like what you're seeing or hearing, like and subscribe. All right, we're gonna get back. Oh no.
Nope.
Yeah, just to reiterate, I would not have a problem paying for the birthday girl.
Right.
I would not.
No,
Everybody else.
and I agree with you. I totally agree with you. But once again, if you're caught off surprise,
Yeah.
once again, it throws you. You understand what I mean?
But you still, at the end of the day, there's a decision. You're going to pay for it or not, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
There's a possible chance.
Well,
Now,
it
the
seems like it's
girls
going to
that
happen now
over
that
here
everybody walked
that-
out.
all right, hold on. Don't let me get black. She said, the girl right here in the braids, right? I don't know. Like,
Yep.
my cursor's over it. She said, I didn't get nothing, so I don't have to pay. Really?
Hmm.
Okay, I can
Wow.
accept that, but she's still flaring up in some aspect that I ain't paying for nothing. Well, okay, chick. Well, why are you talking? You didn't get nothing. Be quiet. But he
Right.
did call her out and say, "Well, you came." Now, why would he do that? He said, she said, "You don't pay for a chair." That was so funny. We have another
Yeah.
person on the panel. Let me see if I can get back to regular mode. All right. Oh, can I see?
Oh.
Oh, right here, Jean. Please mute yourself. Nice to have you on the panel.
Hey, how are you guys doing?
Good.
Good.
We're doing great, Matt.
Welcome.
I just came back from the gym. Sorry, guys. I had to go earlier.
That's
All right. Get your workout in. 1 second. We're gonna keep looking at the video.
Yes. No.
Listen,
There's
I don't
gratuity
care.
and everything on this
I don't care how y'all do
I
it.
didn't order gratuity.
Wait, you can't see the screen.
I just showed up. Well, I'm sorry.
You can't see the
But
video,
you
Steph.
always pay. Like you're the only man at the table. You're not
No,
gonna pay the check.
if it's, but I'm not obligated. I got my whole family.
It's $700 for this whole table, and it's my birthday.
This is your podcast co-host. This is your bag.
$700.
It's only fans.
You being cheap.
You heard what she said?
Mm-hmm.
She said you're being cheap.
Mm.
It's only $700. So
Wait,
now,
did his wife say that? Did his wife say that?
no,
or-
that's not his wife. That's not his wife.
Is that the birthday
His
girl?
wife was next to him with holding the child.
So
That's
on
this
the
was-
on the
birthday
right
girl
hand
in
side.
purple is his co-host. What she just said. She said, "That's your co-host." She said, "Yeah, that's my birthday." That's not his wife.
So wait, this was not his wife nor the birthday girl who said that to him?
The birthday girl is not his wife, and that's the one that said that to
Right.
him. Yes.
So wait, holy crap, wait a minute. The birthday girl said that to him?
Yeah. So she
After
was
he
like,
already offered to pay for her stuff for free?
already offered to pay, and now she's talking
Wait
about
a
it's only
minute.
$700. It's only
Wait a
$700.
minute.
What occupation this guy has?
He's
What?
an
No,
affluential podcaster. He actually he interviews celebrity. He has a very well known podcast. He's out there. He's somebody,
Wait, wait a minute.
you know. So
His
now it was
job is irrelevant.
Yeah, word.
Where are they getting this from? Again, where's this entitlement coming from?
it was the entitlement because we want hypergamy so much. We want to be in this soft life so much that it just don't matter. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? It don't like
Okay,
just
but that was the
borderline
birthday
delusional.
girl. That was the birthday girl who was already going to get a free meal, who's literally saying this to the dude who was going to pay for it. And I'm like, excuse me, would you like to pay for your own dinner?
Right.
What the heck?
Yeah.
It, it,
I just,
it, it,
yeah. I just think
it's
that people think speak without thinking, and
Yeah.
so and they just because of the like the title or because of the knowledge of them knowing like, oh, they hold a high position in this job, or and I know what I think that I know that they make this much, they automatically be like, well, I know that they're gonna have they you have it, so don't be sheep, but it's not, but they forget totally the principle
Right.
of and the moral of, you know um and being grateful that, you don't they don't have to, but they're doing it out of the kindness of their heart. So and some people just,
Exactly.
try to take advantage of that regardless of the situation.
And it's crazy. His wife and kid is there, so it's like you see him. He got to support people. So does he have extra money to be throwing it out there? Like, at least if y'all not paying half, I wouldn't even like entertain that. It's like y'all guys gonna have to come up with something. Like, at least if you want me to pay more, at least do half or something.
I agree. That's what I had said earlier is that at least be prepared to pay something, to put something in. But just don't have that expectation like, okay, I guess everything is covered.
Yeah, word.
sorry guys, I'm just looking around. This thing. Okay, we can still go more into this. So we already seen that she was receptive of her, she was quiet, let all the other hyenas get loud about who's paying, and she was quiet. But now we see that she has turned and is starting to attack the hens that's feeding her, right? So let's listen a little bit more.
Are you kidding me
Can I
right
mention
now?
one
Being
other?
cheap right now. Okay,
Okay.
first.
No, if that was the case, I'd have just took you out
Are
from
you
us.
being Dre? Are you gonna let him sit here with a whole table full of women?
I really feel like it's not his responsibility. And when y'all get a husband,
I'm married.
I'm sorry. I have.
Okay, so that was brought up, right? Somebody, where
Wow.
your husband's at?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
No,
that's kind
well,
of.
I think she said if y'all had husbands, as if like, you'll understand the situation. And then that's when one of them was like, well, I have one.
Yeah,
That's why I
that's
question
low
why
blow.
wasn't he there?
Hey, but the thing is, she had to throw that card out there because they were acting crazy, and then they tried to draw her in there. Like he should pay for us, right? What about your husband? So now you just totally disregarded, bypassed the boundary, said what he was gonna do. So now you're gonna go play victim and go call upon his wife to back you up. Now, if that wife would have backed him up, he should have fired her too, because that's not cool. You're not supposed to
Well,
go against your husband and what he says, especially
but
in
you
public,
said,
especially for the other women.
ultimately, okay, first she was on his side, and then kind of switched to
That was the
Brendan's
birthday
side.
girl.
Okay.
That was the birthday girl.
I here's the one. I'm gonna say this, and then I gotta take off. I'm gonna go take my daughter to her hair appointment.
All right, go ahead.
I would say this. I am kind of looking at him a little sideways. Um, I'm just kind of like, man, are these your type, bro? you know, you have to kind of ask the question. It's sort of like, wow, man, like this is what you kind of keep around you, huh?
Mhm.
So I can kind of understand why he might catch that kind of hell, but you know, I guess you have to, because like I said, for me, just kind of based on my own situation, my experience being married,
Mhm.
having a child and all that, you know, that type of thing, there would have been a bunch of families there, right? And if it was going to be all women, my wife would have told me, you know, it's going to be the girls,
That's the question
right?
I asked you earlier, though. Remember, I asked you that earlier, though. I said if your wife explained to you that it's gonna be her girlfriends are going out for Susie's birthday, why would you attend the birthday party?
No,
Why
that's
would
what
you
I, and
even
that's
go?
what, yeah, when you asked me that, that's what I was telling you. It would have really just been a thing where I would have just been like, look, me and the kid will get a pizza and watch Toy Story or something, or watch
Exactly.
animal documentaries, and you go ahead. No, so that would have been me. But in a situation where in that video it's him, it's his kid, and she sounded young, sounded like a young kid, and his
Yeah,
wife.
he was a baby.
It's kind of awkward when you guys are the only family there, and then it's a bunch of squawking women like, "You're the man. You're supposed to pay." And it's just like, wait, is this my harem or something, or what?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right, hey,
No,
Stephanie, thank you for having me up. I gotta run. Feel free to come up on our panels anytime. Okay.
Of course. Thank you so much for
And Eve, you guys
chiming
too.
in on
Come on
the first
over.
time. It was awesome. Thank you for your question.
Thanks.
Yes,
Sure.
sir.
Thank you
Okay.
for
All right. You
coming
guys have.
in.
Yeah.
Hold
You
on,
guys have a
guys.
good rest of your Sunday.
You too.
No problem. Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
Bye bye.
see,
Oh my God, what is on? Bye. Hmm. All right. Who has on YouTube in their background? Anybody? Because I literally heard myself. Hello, hello, chicken nuggets. All right,
Like to
we must.
open YouTube?
Okay, maybe it's me. Okay, let me stop. Hold on, maybe it's me. Hold on. Oh, there it is. So I guess it's my Instagram, and it's very loud. Hello,
Yes.
Hello.
hello.
Camilla, you chopping up stuff?
Hello.
I
Hello.
can definitely hear it
Camilla,
in the
you
back.
chopping up stuff?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, we
Oh,
can
I
hear.
don't think I like
Oh,
that.
don't mind me. I'm
Oh,
about to cook something.
hold on one second.
Well, mute yourself.
Okay, I'm gonna mute it until I have to
Hey,
talk. I'm
Mom.
sorry.
Okay.
I know you gotta learn as you go. Hopefully, I do kind of well. Man, I really wish I can turn this down. I don't like that. I might have to stream from my camera or something. But let's see. How you guys enjoying the show so far?
It's good. It's
awesome.
good.
Good.
Definitely having a good conversation.
All right. See,
I like it.
this is my feelings so bad, like with the. I might have to log off Instagram because I can hear myself.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hold on one second, guys. So, oh man, I just wish I knew how to mute this channel. I don't know how to. Oh, don't leave me, guys. Sorry. Wonder if I had headphones, maybe that would work, but I'm not too entirely sure about that. So let's still go on with the
No, no,
show.
no.
All right.
Sorry.
Okay. It's all right. Present. Share the screen. Let's see. Right. Let's go back. Here we go. We got it. We got it.
Donnie, you're good because it's your birthday, but
Y'all
rest of y'all,
so
we gotta chip in.
We're good. Y'all are so
But
embarrassing.
you can.
Let me get
You
out
need to
of
leave.
here. Not us splitting checks.
You need to leave.
No, I'm not paying for anything. I'm not paying for anything.
No,
He's
you
the man
ate.
at
You
the
had
table.
a couple drinks. You know what?
That's some bullshit. No, I'm not paying for anything. I'm gonna tell you tomorrow. No, he's the man at the table.
Yo,
He needs to pay.
Can you please separate the check, please?
Do you see how like he's literally oh, no wonder why that is. Hold on, what is that? Do you see how he's literally she just said that what he is doing is BS? That's the birthday girl.
That's
Yeah, that's
crazy.
crazy.
Mad ungrateful.
Yep, and she's getting up and leaving like I'm not doing anything or not trying to rectify the situation and make it right or be thankful and grateful. It's like where they do that at? Like the guy was saying, like where they do that at? What do you
And I have
okay,
a feeling because
okay,
like other
fellas,
people probably
fellas.
had it on their mind to
Hold on
like
one
want
second.
to pay, but then because the birthday girl got up and walked away, the other friends were like, okay, I'm about to get up and walk away too. I'm not gonna be left with a check.
Okay. Well, I want to know from the fellas, right? If you're making a kind gesture or trying to, and then for some reason the person turns or the situation turns and saying what you're doing is BS and being very ungrateful, what are you going to do at that point? Because at one point you were trying to be the man, trying to be extend your like they said your expectations that you're the man and you pay. So you was trying to do that thing, right? But yet a person says that you on that BS or whatever, I'm leaving, whatever, and they're ungrateful. How do you act in that manner at a table where the bill is very high? How do you act in that manner? In that situation, sorry.
I'm a split that check for me and mines. So me and my if it was me, my wife, and whoever else was in my party that I brought initially. I'm gonna pay for them. I might split the check of everything else, and you hold them accountable for paying their stuff.
Okay. Sean? Uh-oh. You there, Sean?
Yes, I am.
All right. What would you do in that
I,
situation? You thought you were doing everything right or whatever. Okay, say if like you do want to do the check or whatever, you still want to do like how he said he still wants to pay, but now the birthday girl's talking about this is some BS and you want some BS, and now her attitude is more of an ungrateful, unkind spirit. How do you act in that situation?
well, that's what you call buying your friends. So it cost him. It's just sadly that it cost him $700 or whatever the bill was to find out who his friends are, who he can go out and can, you know what I mean, continue with. You know what I mean? His future with. Meaning that could have been, you know what I mean, one of the first or one of the many birthday dinners that girl could have had, or you know what I mean, celebrate or whatever the case may be with good people, because obviously they was good people because they was willing to take her out and treat her for her birthday. So they were obviously good people. So therefore, it cost him whatever the bill was to find out what type of people that she really is. You understand what I mean? So, and I guess the old school saying, grand opening, grand closing.
I
Yeah.
like that. I have to start using that. Let me write that down. Grand opening, grand
Grand.
closing. Woo. Mm, that's tough. That's some bars right there. So there need to be some more grand closings happening because a lot of women think that they're entitled, and that's not cool. Why can't you just be a beautiful young woman that that's feminine, she's gracious, kind, and a man wouldn't mind doing something for you? What about that? Instead of trying to manipulate the situation to make somebody do more and above and beyond and not make them feel like trash at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people that do that. Because look at like look at when he, like you said, when they got with, or when he said, I'm just paying for myself, me, my own, right? Then they all switched up so bad, and then now they're just persecuting him. Like, that's not cool. So like you said, that let me know who you were anyway. You're not this nice feminine woman. Like, you actually mean and horrible, and you calling me out of my name, you're getting up from the table. Like, okay, now you're not gonna, now you're expecting me to pay the bill, and I said no, but now you getting up from the table and walking out on me to leave me with. That says something else about you as well, that you have no accountability. And it's just unfortunate. I've seen a lot of women recording dudes that um calling them out. Like, they don't want to, they you're going on a date. I think a lot of what I've heard from other people, they would say, if you're not ready to, pay the cost to be the boss, don't go date. Don't date.
Can I say
So
something?
go
Can
ahead,
I
love.
say something, though?
Hmm.
I really believe it start and begins with his wife, because
Hmm.
she's the one that put him in the situation. She
How?
could, like I said, just went out with her and her girlfriends and went out for birthday, whatever the case may be. Now, if she didn't know that the other females was coming, or that the birthday girl invited the other females, or whatever the case may be, then that's totally different. Then she should have had a bone to pick with the birthday girl.
Right.
That should have been her and the birthday girl's beef. But if she knew they was coming, then why invite her husband and the kid? For what?
Right. I don't know. I mean, maybe it adds to be safe, like, why would you? Okay, him going with his wife is better than him just going by himself. If that's his, you know what I'm saying?
Why would he be there in the first place? It's not his friend. It's her friend. So therefore,
It's the birthday girl. If you
if he is
haven't
there
heard,
without his
the
wife, then
birthday
there's a
girl
problem.
is his co-host. They work together. They have a podcast, and she is one of the associates there. So they already know each other. It's not like they don't know each other. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
So that's like if I go, right, say if say my scenario, say I go, it's my birthday, and I invite you and your wife. And since you're my friend, and you and your wife already knows, like, hey, honey, I'm gonna pay for Stephanie's burger tonight. And she's like, oh, that's not a problem. But then all the people I invited, my friend, I got Yanni up there, I got Camilla, I got Jesse and Jackie, and I'm like, so, and now I got my friends over here thinking that you gonna pay, right?
Right.
That's not cool.
That's not
That's
cool on your half.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that
And
goes
that's what we're trying
back
to
to
get
what
to
I
the
was
root. That's
saying.
why I
Yeah.
think the guy was trying to get to the root too, because
Yeah.
that's not cool. And for me to put that
Right.
expectation on you and then say you on BS and say like $700, dude, you can't handle $700. That's not right.
Right. That's
When
not
I
But
right.
know
now,
that you
once
can do
again,
for me.
that goes back to my old saying where
Mhm.
I'm gonna pay the bill, but we're gonna
Okay.
have a long chat afterwards. And you can best believe I don't think we'll be partners no more
Right.
because I don't want a partner like you around me.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
If you got
Yeah.
me for $700, I'd rather for you get me for 700 or 700,000 or
Right.
7 million if we really blow up.
It's like that saying they say too. Sometimes a blessing can be a curse, or a curse can be
Ricardo,
a
shout
blessing.
out to Ricardo in the chat. Red Lipstick Vibes. Everybody that's coming to visit. I'm so happy that you're here. He said I pay for wife and kids only. Exactly. You know, in that case, and you
Mm-hmm.
know, I just think it's something that we have to unlearn, you know, especially like single women, because there's lots of content creators out here that will have you thinking that okay, they said, oh, there was one incident, right, where we called it Brickgate. So there was this girl, right? She puffed her face up with saline, made her face all big. Said she went outside and said, "A man hit me in the face with a brick. A man hit me in the face with a brick." And then she pointed her picture, the camera, all the black men were sitting around. These black men won't help me. These black men won't help me. So now she painted a narrative that black men aren't helping, that they're attacking
Mm.
me, that they're not helping. So now we thinking like, oh, that's not right. I said, wow, that's horrible. That's not, but she was lying. You know what I'm saying? So now all these people, they think that there's this expectation of men just because they're around them that they need to step in. But women have abused, like that woman who did a fictitious story. Now she's messing it up for all the men that would step in and protect a lady. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm going near that because somebody could say something about me. Look at Jonathan Majors. His girlfriend chased him halfway down going through the city. You know what I'm saying? So it's like instances like this where men are erring on the side of caution. I'm going to take care of me and mine. Okay. And I'll take care of the birthday girl because women out here tripping. And I
Yep.
think he has every right to do that because you got to have a layer of protection for yourself in modern dating. You really do, because there's so many scenarios. Like the guy said, there's so many truths out here, there's so many beliefs out here that you just have to be like, well, I gotta look out for me and mine. I'm sorry. It's horrible out here. If
I
you just
agree.
brush up against somebody, they can have a lawsuit against you. You don't
Wow.
even have to brush up against nobody. I just say that he brushed up against me and have a lawsuit and ruin your whole life. Just because I didn't pay for the $700 meal, or just because Sean didn't pay for my $700 meal, oh, I whatever I say now ruins all that he's built. Now look going viral. Now you have a lot of people saying, "Oh, he's whack." Oh, his podcast. I mean, even if it's a skit or not, you know what I'm saying? The people that will take it literally and seriously, they may not watch his content anymore. They'll start saying bad things against him just because what comes out of somebody's mouth, you know? So there's a lot of craziness happening in modern dating. Yet men will think twice. And that's what I honestly think this situation is. You know, he said, I'm not obligated to pay for you. I'm obligated for my wife, and I'm being nice and extending my wallet to the birthday girl. And then she started acting crazy, but he still stood on that, even though she was acting the way she was acting.
Yeah.
And she walked out. It's so sad. It really is. We're going to keep going a little bit more. We're going to try to get through this fast. Okay.
No, because I'm saying that's ghetto. Like, you don't come to no establishment like that talking about splitting checks. I don't do that. I don't split checks. That's
Thought
really
you were
ghetto.
the podcast king. Thought you were the podcast king.
Y'all see
There you
that?
go with expectations again. She said she don't split checks. So she literally expected him because of his status quo, because of the job that he does, because of the money that she thought that he had, that he was gonna cover everything. He was gonna cover the meal. And that's where she messed herself up, is going in
Right.
there expecting
Misjudged.
that, I'm good. I'm covered. I'm the birthday girl, but also whoever's rolling with me, they're good too. But that wasn't the case. And because
Right.
of that, because now she she got
Exposed.
exposed of it. Now she upset. But at the end of the day, like, you still gotta take care of your own responsibility. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Yeah,
That's
you
what
do.
I
And it's the problem too, like like when you look at a lot of social media stuff, like when those guys that be walking on the street asking random women like, oh, how much you want your man to make, or how much you think the average man makes, whatever, in America, and them girls are like, oh, 200,000. That's unrealistic. Like the average man makes
Mhm.
like 50,000, 40,000. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Or just a little bit more than that. So like dudes can't be out here be paying for everything, buying you Birkin bags or whatever kind of stuff you thinking, you know what I'm saying? Like some women just be like thinking like unrealistically, like, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
he gonna pay for this. That's crazy. Like some people don't have money like that, you know?
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. But the thing is,
I
I
th-
think that
yeah.
okay, what makes it even harder, right? So now we have the career woman. It's hard. It really is. It's really hard. And I've brought this up on many other occasions. Like, no shade to my darker pigmented women, blacks. It's just that the era of entitlement is like, it's off the charts. The baddie, the boss B, get what you want, go to the like, you do want to feel empowered, but like, I don't want to feel entitled. You know what I'm saying? You get what you work for, what you earn. I don't have to give you nothing. Sean don't have to give you know what I'm saying? So like, you already thinking that, okay, I got the rack and the butt, the BBL, I'm gonna get this type of attention. I'm gonna get this type of treatment. Some women do. Some women do. And they got their OnlyFans and they're tricking out their bodies and being transactional. They don't even know how to be a good, decent person. And when they're all used up and used out, now they want a good guy to take care of them. Oh
Yeah.
God. Like, why didn't you realize that about a good 10 years ago? You know what I'm saying? But it's really sad. And it's so sad. And the fact that if a man does have his boundaries and put them in place, why would you go as far as to disrespect him?
Mhm.
Why would you go as far as saying, I don't do splitting checks at any upscale restaurants? Why would you call him out like that? Why would you yell across the restaurant, I thought you were this, I thought you were that? Because I said
Crazy.
no. So you can see that women can't handle rejection.
Mhm.
Women,
Yeah.
some women cannot handle rejection.
That's true.
Now men get
Right.
rejected all the time. They're like, all right, no problem. No problem, shorty. But women, you tell them no, mm, you gay, you
Yeah.
this, you that, you blah, blah, blah.
What you say? What you say?
It's treacherous. What
Hmm.
do you think, Sean? Do you think women can handle rejection? Which was happening clearly in this case. You there?
Yeah. I'm just thinking about like something that I heard someone say, that don't be wrong and be strong. Like,
Don't
don't
be
be
wrong.
wrong and trying to be strong about it, or vice versa. Like, but it's just knowing that
Right
if you're in
now.
the wrong, it's like, just, you got to own up to it. But at times, like you said,
Mm,
you mentioned rejection. Like sometimes we'll want to take, that hurt off of us and put it on someone else.
Oh
So
yeah, you gonna
that's
hurt.
what I think she did, definitely. Like she had to expose him in such a way where now somebody else that really looked up to him or thought that he was this person now had to look at him in a different way. So now everything, that maybe like how she felt or how people looked at her, now all of that is off of her and goes on to him. But you know,
Mm,
and
wow.
then that's unfortunate,
Mm-hmm. Mr. Johnson. John? Okay. Okay. I wanted to flip it up a little bit. If you're just joining the Stephanie T with the Wife School podcast, we are talking about should he pay? All right. Should the man pay for dinner if he's in a group of people? Is it expected for, even if it's that one man, to pay for everyone at the table? All right. Now, hopefully, we don't get no swears in this one. My God. All right. Let's see. But I would like you to see how some women, I mean, she went on TikTok or Instagram and she made this statement. And let's see. Let me see. All right. I just think it's really crazy. But some women, they really um are like this. So here we go.
When you take me on a date, you open up my fucking door. You open up the door. You pull out the chart if it's a chart, and you cut steak if it's a steak. I'm always gonna see if you got on train.
Is that LaRonda the
Is that I'm so
The Yu-Gi-Oh meme.
yeah, no, this guy's content. His name is Spider-Man. But he's a black guy. Oh, he's so great. Oh my goodness. But you see this lady? She said, when we go on a date, this is what you gonna do. Not like,
Yes.
oh, when I go on a date, it's such a great
She's
experience,
tripping.
If a man opens up a door for me, that is just a total expression of his chivalry. Now that's different, feminine guys,
Right.
than
Right.
you gonna open the door. You gonna open the door, okay?
Yeah, demanding.
And she would just sit there, like the car pull up, she'll just stand there until you open up the door. Like,
Oh yeah,
it's like
that's true.
you really. So it's already like you want to show your chivalry, whatever, but like it's like she's already standing, like looking at you, like you gonna open the door. Let's see if she's ratchet like that, like I mean, even worse.
Yeah, and they think they're so cute, but they have no traits of a wife. That's why this guy I would go on live with a couple of times. He talk about that there's women that are mattress material and marriage material. I'll be like, oh, why you say mattress? Oh my god. So more than likely, this lady, the way she's acting, he's like, okay, I'm a cut her steak up for her with this mattress material tonight. You know what I'm saying? So I feel bad, but I mean, like, don't put yourself in that way. Go ahead.
My question is this: besides her cursing, what was she saying?
Right. Nothing.
She was saying, when I roll up, you better open up my door. And if I order a steak, you better cut my steak so I can see if you have home training.
Okay, well, I mean, some of it, I understand. You know what I mean? That's a little bit too far, cutting the steak. But some men weren't raised by fathers, so some men don't know to open the door or to do certain things or pull the chair out. So some men don't know, and some women do know because they was raised by their fathers. They have fathers around. Not that they was, not that they was raised by their fathers, but they had parents around and they had men around. So therefore, they know certain things. So maybe their father did pull the chair out for them. Maybe their father did open the door for them. So that's what they're expecting from a man. You understand what I'm saying? So if the man that they dating don't know, well, she just give them put them on game. She just don't know how to say it or don't know how to put it out
Right.
there.
The approach is different.
Right. So she just putting them on.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with her putting them on game. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, you're supposed to do this. Hey, listen, you don't supposed when we walk down the street, you're supposed to put me on the inside of the curb, not on the outside. Some men don't know that. So if she have to school him, there's nothing wrong with that.
But
All
and
right.
Yeah, but
also
I think that's
also
still
There's,
the
no,
approach
no,
is
no.
the
still
There's a
has
way
to
of
be.
schooling
is
it.
Yeah.
is this
Okay,
how
go
she
ahead.
said the approach? It
But
made
Yeah.
once
like
again,
when
like
she
I
said
said,
it.
once again, I hear what she's saying, but that's what she's saying. That's not how she's approaching him. You don't
Are
know how
you
she's
marrying her
approaching
at
him,
the end of the day? That's the question.
huh?
Okay.
Are you
If she
marrying her
were
at
to
the end of the
approach
day?
you that way,
No, no, no. Are
I
you
would
marrying her in her approach to you and your
no.
expectations for that? You didn't see
No,
this side.
If she
no,
if
not at
she
Okay,
all.
yeah,
exactly.
because
That's what
her
I'm saying.
demeanor. If
But
she
once again, I hear. It's all about the deliverance. I hear about the deliverance, but what she's saying do make sense. Not all of
of
it.
course,
Not
yeah,
all of it. I'm not
definitely.
saying
Not
all of it
yeah,
do.
not all of it, but yeah,
You
yeah.
understand what I'm
That's
saying?
what I'm
Proper
saying.
etiquette.
That's what
It's
I'm
like
saying. That's
it's.
what I'm saying. At the end of the day, because
At the end
dating
of
is
the
more
day,
than
at the end of the day,
gathering
keep it.
data.
Listen, at the end of the day, to keep it 100, the girl was hood rat. It is what it is.
oh
You know
yeah,
what I mean? She didn't
super
know how to
hooray.
talk elegant. She didn't know how to talk elegant. You understand what I'm saying? So she was talking what she know. And you can see she was from down south somewhere. You understand what I'm saying? So I mean it is what it is. You can't judge her for that. You know what I mean? But
But
what she
I'm
was
saying
saying,
I don't have to
judge her
judge
for
her
what
for
she was
that.
saying.
But I will judge her for her presentation because first
Yeah,
impression is last impression.
Yeah.
yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah,
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So
because
if I'm trying to, even if okay, go ahead.
say what you gonna say.
Go ahead, son.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I didn't hear you.
Well, finish what you were saying, Steph.
Okay, I said first impression is last impression. I don't care
You're
if
absolutely
you're putting
right.
anyone on game. There's a
You
way
have
to
to
put people on game. Now, if we know our ladies or whatever that are around us that are real ladies, because there's some women that aren't real ladies. I don't ever see anybody coming out sideways in
well,
that manner. You
once
know what I'm
again,
saying?
and like I heard, how you gonna distinguish the ladies from the unladies? Because they all hang around each other, they all listen to the
Yeah, but
same
you
thing. How
you
you
just
gonna
said,
distinguish them?
but you giving her credit for
No,
schooling you.
the only way
You
you can
can't give
distinguish
you can't give a person that's not a lady
the
credit.
only way you get the only way you can tell the difference between the ladies is when she open her mouth. That's it.
Uh,
Because they all hang
and,
around each other. So I
and
can
that
look
was
at
evident.
one person because once again, we all listen to the same thing, we all watch the same thing, we all do the same thing. So how you gonna know which one's separate until they open their mouth?
And that's what I'm saying. You are giving this lady that's totally trash, you're giving her credit. So
I
that's
didn't hear what
what
she
she
said. I couldn't hear what she said. That's why I asked you
okay.
what
So
did she
You want to hear it
say.
again? Okay, hold on one
No, no,
second.
no,
Would you like
no.
me
You
to
told
play
me
it
what she said. I couldn't hear because it was so much
it,
bleeping. I couldn't hear what she was saying because it was so much bleeping. So I just wanted you to
yeah,
break
that's
down. I
exactly.
just wanted you to
She
break
was
down
swearing
what
too
she
much,
was. Okay,
Yeah,
you know?
and I
the
understand
approach.
that. And I understand that she was swearing too much. I get that. Like you said, her delivery was off. She don't know. She looked like she
Mhm,
was young. You know what I mean? That's the probably way that she talked. I'm not giving her credit, but I'm asking,
mhm.
was what she's saying when she was swearing, along with her swearing, was it a bunch of BS or did some of it make sense? That's all I'm asking.
it,
Well, you know what? Like, minus the swears, I would say, okay, open the door. That's fine.
Yeah,
Or pull out a chair. Fine. All right, she's kind of going somewhere with it. But when she went to the left, there's no coming back from that.
What did she say? What did
right.
she say when she went
she's
to the left?
That's why I said, would you like me to play it again?
No, just tell me. Just tell me what she said.
she want a man to
Okay.
cut a steak up for her to see if he has like home training. So it's basically like, you know,
But hold on. So you
Mhm.
just named 2 out of 3 that was good. That's a pretty good rating.
Yeah, but okay, the end of
But
the
yeah,
thing is,
but
you're not
Go
gonna
ahead.
marry her unless you
but
yeah,
okay, and you let
but
her
there's
open
a
her mouth. There's 2 other good things. Those are the things that she expects. But as you can see, she run her mouth a lot. She swear her a lot. She's not a lady. Yes, she's pretty. She got the pretty privilege, and she says she expects what she wants from you. That's fine. But what do you get in return?
But I mean, once again, how old is this young lady?
I'm sure
You
she's
understand what I'm
way
saying?
older than 22. I'm sure she's way older.
You're looking at 2 different things. You're looking at somebody who's probably a baby, probably what 19, 20 or something like that.
But
Come
listen,
on.
babies are using tablets at 2 and 3. I'm not going to excuse that.
I'm not excusing it. I'm not excusing it, but you can't consider her a lady. Come on. What 19-year-old, that's a lady.
There's some
The
women
ones
out
that
here.
the ones that try their best to be one. I mean,
I mean, and they
I
tried,
I
and
don't
they
know.
tried. They're
Who
Yeah, they
trying.
emulate
try, but
or someone who emulated
trying
the
means
lady.
enforcing. Trying means enforcing within themselves. Okay, I want to make my point across, but I'm gonna try. But in their mind, they're like, okay, I want to make my point across, but I'm gonna
Those are
try
the
to do
girls
it
that are not
as
seen. That
as
was
Or
soon, yeah,
plainly like
as
that.
as
or
as
mhm.
not swearing as possible.
Well, you know what
or
happens? But you know what happens? You can't
Yeah.
blame her. You can't blame her. I'm not sticking up for her. Please don't think I'm sticking up for her. But you can't blame her for what she sees at home, or what she's
yeah,
Right.
taught, or whatever the case,
that's
or
not a
what
good
she
enough.
But
sees, or
she
what she
but
knows.
she still has the choice to either stay
We
stay
all, but we all have.
stay being the way she sees at home, or be better, bigger and better, and try to
Yeah,
change
because
from what she sees at
this
home.
is what I'm saying. Now you're the man. So now, okay, now
Mm.
basically, either you're gonna learn to deal with this woman, accept her, or you're gonna be Mr. Save a hoe. Because
No, I'm not.
obviously, like, well, I'm
I'm
not
not.
gonna throw out the
No,
baby with the bathwater because she got the rack and she got the BBL, she got this, and she whatever, whatever. I can train her, I can show her what to do, I can put her on game. But nigga,
Yeah.
she trying to put you on game. You know what I'm saying? She
Um,
already saying what you gonna do.
no.
You know
I
what I'm saying?
mean,
So this is what
no.
I'm saying. This is what men are
Almost like a pet.
dealing.
No, you don't. You never try to change nobody because you know you can't.
yeah, you
You understand what
can't.
I'm saying?
That's
If
what a
that's
lot of
who.
people are doing.
Well, I mean, that's a lot of people live in fantasy worlds also too.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean? So I mean, obviously, no, I'm not looking for her to be a wife material, be not mine anyway. But you don't know what she's gonna be 5, 10. I'm not sticking up for this young lady, but once again, I learned not to judge people. People get on social media for certain things and certain lights and whatever the case may be and act a fool. You know what I mean? Now whether she's like that in real life or not, then that's different. Whether she's trying to get likes up and get whatever the case may be, she might once again social media is all about acting. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to see acting. Everybody wants to see drama.
But
Everybody
this,
wants to see something to make
but
them
the thing
tickle their
is,
fantasy.
she may be nice. She may can bake red velvet cakes to the gods,
I was just
but
gonna
No, and you're absolutely right.
say
You're
behavior
that.
absolutely right. I'm not.
matters.
I was
Don't
just gonna
We don't
say that.
excuse her. We gotta call if it's a snake, you say it's a snake. If it's
Yeah,
a
it is.
dog, it's a dog. If the
I'm
dog
not.
got
I'm not
heels on,
defending her.
it's a dog with heels on. So we can't say, oh, this and that, but we gotta make clear delineations, clear judgment.
Mhm.
Well, you
You know what
Yeah.
I'm
gotta have.
saying? So even if you're not
But
going to judge her behavior, judge how
Right.
she's
Right.
acting, judge how she's talking, and then that takes you away from judging her personally because you said until she opened up her mouth in a certain way,
Right.
then the situation changed. You know what I'm saying?
got you.
This is what there's a lot of
Mhm.
going on YouTube is that a lot of people think, oh, that black men hate black women. No, we don't. They don't hate them. It's just the
Right.
way they act, their behavior,
Yes.
and you
Mhm.
can't get a man. You wonder why you're still single because your behavior, the way you think, is may not be you in your heart, but the way you think in your mindset. You know what
Yes.
I'm
It follows your actions. Yep.
Yes, it definitely teaches you, I mean, drives you in what you do. Oh man, we
Yep.
got to get him back up here. Um, but yes, I hear that all the time. It's an issue all the time. But you know what I'm saying? Like, say like we're Christians here, like we believe in God. Like even the people that crucified Christ, he said, forgive them for they know not what they do. They didn't know. They didn't
Right.
know that
Mhm.
their behaviors were doing something. In their heart, they might have thought, but he knew. He knew on the inside. Because sometimes you're doing stuff and you don't want to do it. If
Mhm.
somebody's saying like you gotta fire, if you're a manager, he's like, well, you gotta fire Yanni. And that person's like, man, I don't want to do it because I like her, but I have to.
Give her the news.
That's a
You
good
know what
way
I'm
of putting it, Steph.
Yeah.
like that. I may not want to in my heart of hearts don't want to do it, but you may look at me as a bad person because I fired you.
Right.
Hmm.
The action that I took against you. That was just what I
Right.
had to do and my behaviors, not who I am as a person. Some people we
Right.
do have to give them grace, but if you
Mhm.
don't tell them what to do, if you don't set them on the path of correction and say that you're wrong,
Mhm.
then they will never change because they think they're moving the right way.
You're right. Yeah.
That's why I was saying, man, where he at? Maybe his phone died. You know how people's phone be dying. My phone be dying all the time. That's like, look. But Let me see how long. We got probably about 15 minutes left. Okay, I wanted to throw a little twist and spin on it. Hopefully, Sean can make his way back. Okay, let's see. Let's see. What do you guys think about when a man does pay? Some have a little bit of expectations. Now, I'm not going to play this full out because there is some swears in it, and I'm trying to keep it
PG
clean,
13.
clean, and
PG.
decent.
PG.
Yeah. So maybe PG
PG
13.
18.
PG 18. All right. Okay, hold on. All right. Fair use. It says man pays 500 birthday dinner bill and she won't leave with him. What are your thoughts? Okay, what is going on here? Uh-oh. Hold on
I
one
literally
second.
just paid this high ass bill, almost $500 You ain't trying to sleep with me? Like, are you serious?
No, I'm not gonna sleep with you.
What you mean
Like,
you're not gonna
it's
sleep
my
with me?
birthday. That's the least you can do.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Your ass tripping, bro. I just paid this high ass bill, dog.
Yes, you told me to bring me and my friends.
Listen. Listen, I can't do this, dog. I can't believe this. This bill's almost $500. You ain't finna go home with me. You're not.
All right, guys.
Wow.
Slippery slope of
My first reaction, I don't think he's interested in her like that. And for him to have that expectation, I guess it's like a give and take type of thing.
Trying to get them
But
slapped.
right, but it is her birthday. You decided to take her out. I don't know if you knew ahead of time how much that bill was going to cost, depending on where you took her. But at that point in time, it is his responsibility to pay for it, and he did. And then it's kind of like you give out of your heart, and if it's genuine, you don't expect nothing back.
right. Oh, but he was like, hey, some people they want I
Oh, and it
know. Okay,
depends.
let me ask.
Oh, wait, and it depends on if that was like if that was a first date, second date, if the birthday came in like 6 months later. You see what I'm saying? Because then it goes on to the woman like, okay, is she a hoe? Is she gonna sleep with
I said,
me?
have you
Or is she moving too fast? Something like that.
right?
Yeah, I mean,
Sean, did
it's
you see
fine
the
and
last
dandy that
video?
he.
I'm so sorry. 1 second. Sean, did you see the last video?
No, I did not.
All right, we will play it back. Okay. Okay, Yanni, do you want to say what you had to say? Say what you had to say, and then we go. Or do you want to play the
No,
video?
I was just gonna say it's it was fine. It's fine and dandy that he wanted to pay, but his whole reasoning as to why he was going to pay, of thinking that, okay, if I do this, then this is what I'm gonna get out of it. Yeah, totally, like, that was the game. I'll pay for myself. Thank you very much. Don't pay for me for nothing.
I literally just paid this high ass bill, almost $500 You ain't trying to sleep with me? Like, are you serious?
No, I'm not gonna sleep with you.
What you mean you're not gonna
It's
sleep
my
with me?
birthday. That's the least you can do.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Your ass tripping, bro. I just paid this high ass bill, dog.
You told me to bring me and my friends.
Listen. Listen, I can't do this, dog. I can't believe this. This bill's almost $500 You ain't finna go home with me? You're not finna go home with me? You're not finna go home.
All right, Sean, did you see that?
I seen it, but you know. So what was going on? What so explain to me what happened? What was going on?
It's on the screen. Man pays $500 birthday bill dinner. So now we're at another birthday scenario. Okay, so I tried to give you a halfway decent scenario. Now we got a man was being a gentleman. Now we got another guy that got another agenda. All right, so man pays $500 birthday dinner bill, and she won't leave with him. What are your thoughts? So basically, he fronted this $500 bill, right? And he was saying like, okay, girl, it's time to come home with me because I'm Big Daddy. I threw down some money and I want you to come home with me. And she's like, I ain't going home with you.
Was that his girlfriend?
I don't know.
No, I'm asking. You said it was the same scenario. I mean, was he with his girlfriend?
And that's what I don't know. That's the hang up right there.
Now,
Okay, give a scenario if it was, and give a scenario if it wasn't.
okay. Now, either way, he shouldn't be saying, okay, I'm expecting something for it. You know what I mean? Because
Fix your Wi-Fi. It's getting a little choppy.
okay, get me better.
Yes.
I said either way, he shouldn't be expecting anything. I mean, if he went out and he paid for it as a gentleman, I'm assuming he went out with his friends. Those were his friends, and he knew all of them. And he said, "Okay, it's your birthday. We went out. I take care of it." Boom. You know what I mean? Now,
Or, oh,
go ahead.
or like he could have went another way about it. Like, yo, at least if like I'm paying for $500, like at least go out with me like for like 5 more dates or something, or like give me like 4 dates or something in return, but not like sex straight out back. Like that's kind of disrespectful.
Well, he should not pay for it at all and stay at home if he was expecting something.
Yeah, true.
You gotta do something, then do it out the kindness of your heart. If you was that dude and you wanted to do something and say, "Okay, I'm gonna take you and your friends out and just have a good time," okay, then do that.
Right.
I mean, now if they decided that, hey, we're gonna hang out with you later on and go to the after party, that's on them. That, I mean, then okay, it's fine. But don't get an attitude because you didn't get nothing in return for paying for the dinner.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay, now, let me ask you guys, and I want you to be honest. Go back to your single days. Were you paying with the intention of maybe she might give me a little BBL? Okay, she didn't have a BBL. Okay, maybe she might give me some. Or otherwise, why extend your kind gesture or resources?
No, not always about sex. So you're not, you know what I mean. And you knew what was going on when you went out anyway.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. When you go out with a woman, should it be known that once I spend money or once I drop money on this bill, expect that you should give something in exchange?
Definitely not. Definitely
Okay,
no.
Matt.
Same, because like if I'm paying like a lot, you know, it'd be like more like you want to spend more time because you don't want to just throw money on a person, then they just gone out of that situation, that moment. It's like, okay, we just went out once and I spend mad money. You know what I'm saying? Like at least like we can go hang out more and do stuff that's like less expensive, but I can like pay for stuff. So, but it's like, yo, like let's do something that's a little bit more intrusive on the pockets.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, Yana just dropped down. She was like, "Good night, everybody." So we thank her for coming on the panel tonight. Okay, but okay, now you're dealing with chicks that they don't want a coffee date. We want Ruth Chris. We want Legal Seafood, LTK. We want Top of the Hub. We want Capital Grill. We don't want the less intrusive dining experience because that doesn't show that you're that interested in us. So, what you gonna
Bye,
do then?
bye. We better go the frugal route. We're going what's it, Groupon? You want to go Top
Oh,
of the Hub? We go Groupon. But other than that, nope.
Yeah.
are you investing that much, Sean, into somebody that you don't know or that doesn't know you, or are you gonna go all out to try to impress her?
I'm not. I would definitely go impress nobody. But my question to you is: let's say you do meet the guy that do pay for it and go out. Now it's your turn. What do you have to offer besides your body? What do you offer to bring to the table?
Mm. Woo, that's a good one. He got me stumped on that one. No, okay, what I would bring, if that was me, I would try to have good conversation, get to know him, a little bit more. Let's say like we could have like some something competitive and fun, like going bowling and just having fun, letting your hair down because that's who you really are.
Well, let me tell you this.
Not
Let me
go
tell
ahead.
you this. Let me put it like this. Nothing in life is cheap and nothing comes for free. Yeah, I mean, even when you meet a girl and you go to the movies and you go to green, a sweet green to get a salad, you're already
So
you're already at $100. Especially if you grab popcorn and soda,
good.
you're already at $100. You just grabbed a salad, so that has nothing to do with the price or because she wanted to go. Maybe maybe she wanted to go.
Okay.
Maybe it was worth $500 to find out that she wasn't worth it.
Yeah, but I'm saying like if you saying if it worth it or not worth it. Now you got this girl who you thought was cool. You was like, okay, she's nice. I'm gonna
Once
extend and
again,
be a kind gesture, and you don't know her, and now she ghosts you. What do you do in that case? So you
once
still
again,
keep giving these girls these same experiences, or you cut back?
once again, grand opening, grand closing. Move on. You learn from
Okay.
your mistakes. You move differently. You don't keep making the same mistakes over and over.
Mhm. So how are you moving this time? I mean the next time.
You move like Matt said.
I used to be giving them food, right?
That's what I'm saying. Like the guys, they're really trying to. I admire the men. They're really trying to work with difficult women, difficult modern women. So like even though they get played or their name gets put in the phone as food and Applebee's, you know what I'm saying? That's not cool. But some women they do that, and now the men have to not be as nice, not be as generous. You know what I'm saying? And they have to modify and protect themselves. And so
Yo, you leaving something for
I
somebody?
hold on one second. I kind of tip my hat in a way because you guys are still trying to show that you are interested in modern American women, but you are trying to be strategic about it because not only you're willing to put yourself out there, but the person has to earn to be in your life as well, which I respect, you know and we may not like it. But somebody else messed it up for us. The woman before messed it up. So, but at least the men are trying. So I can respect that from my whole heart because it is hard being a man. You guys got a lot of weight on your shoulder, with dating and finding a wife and hoping that she don't take you for half of everything you got once you get it. You know what I'm saying? It's just so much libel, and,
Yes.
going on these days. So I do admire how you guys are trying to move. And even if it's bad, like the bad women, I'm not talking about the black sisters, they're trying, they're so hard to deal with them. They go to other nationalities. They go to other countries now. So it's like, okay, well, okay, my love. It is what it is, and like I said, the behaviors speak first and people have to act accordingly to that. So if you want to have better experiences, change your behavior. Yeah. It's just as simple as that,
There's a saying: if you don't know, you don't know. Some people don't,
Yeah.
so you have to teach them, you have to show them. And if they're
Uh,
willing to learn, then you
yeah.
give them a shot.
They have to be willing. Well, I am gonna wrap up the show. I really thank you guys for being with me. I think my 2 hour session may be over, or may not. I'm not sure, but I got to get used to this. But I just thank you guys for just chiming in and giving your opinion, married and people that did have wives. Give this opinion on like who should pay, and that definitely you guys have a consensus. Be aware, communicate before you go into these events and know what you're facing, that you don't get stuck and, persecuted out here because you were just, invited and now you're expected to cover $1,000 bill. You know what I'm saying? So I thank you guys for your balanced perspective on that. And hopefully I get to have you on again. This was my first live. It went pretty okay. So, so I'm gonna have to do more live. So thank you so much. Thank you, Camilla. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you, Sean. And I have ring time up there. Thank you, Sean, for just chiming in. And Yandelin and Complex Design that show up. Everybody that showed up in the chat. Red Lipstick, Intellectual Soapbox, Mr. Ricardo Allen. I mean, I had some good support tonight, and I'm sure I had some more support on Instagram as well. So I'm gonna and have a good night, guys. Have a good night. Have a good night.
Have a good
Have
night.
a sorry. Good night. All right. All right, guys.